everyone, welcome back to my channel, the Autism Puzzle. In this video I'm going to be talking about seeing your child as more than just a diagnosis and seeing your child for who they really are and the amazing future that lies ahead of them. As many of you have watched in previous videos, my son Logan was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder at the age of 3. When he was diagnosed, we did not see his diagnosis. When they told us the reason for his behavior, we did not look at him any differently. Because the doctors told us that this was something in addition to him, we didn't look at him any differently. And we still don't. We don't use Logan's diagnosis as a crutch for him. We never have. And we never will. When we go places and he throws tantrums, we don't explain to people that he has autism. We don't feel the need to because that does not define our son. Our son is way more than just a label that society has to put on them and to put on many kids out there who have, difficulty learning or a speech delay or any kind of what society deems as not normal for a child or an adult. And it is not something you want your child to have a label, because and that follows them the rest of their life. And it's not something you want them to use and think of as a negative. Because for Logan, we have never seen his autism as a negative point of his life. It is not something we see that is awful. We do not see it as something that is going to ruin his life. If anything, it's made him see the world in a whole different light. And for us, we're just not able to see it. And that's how, at least for me, I see it with Logan. Other people see him for just his tantrums, for how he gets upset, for, just his behavior. He is my child. I love everything about him. Yeah, there are days he is very trying. I will admit that. There are days where I'm ready to throw in the towel with him because I've had enough some days because I see how much he struggles. And it's not that it's making me angry. It is, I can't see the world as he does. So when he acts up places, I'm not able to fully understand why he's throwing this tantrum. Probably about half of the time I can understand why he's throwing a fit. Other times I just don't know. And it's so frustrating because I see that he's trying to tell me and let me into his world to explain to me, Mommy, this is what's bothering me. And he's not able to communicate that. And that is the hardest part because they don't see when my son throws a tantrum that he's more than that. That he's trying to explain, why he's throwing this huge fit. And frankly, in my mind, he'll never have to explain to anybody. He shouldn't have to. He shouldn't have to explain to somebody why he's throwing a tantrum. He just has to work it out himself. And that's what I'm trying to teach him. Now, I want to make clear, my son Logan does not always throw tantrums. He only does it probably about half the time. Versus when he was younger, he did throw them quite a bit more, but that was because his speech was delayed. And we didn't have a lot of verbal communication with him. But since he has gotten older and his speech therapy has come such a long way, I thank every day for his speech therapist. He recently got a new one because his old one retired, which I'm thrilled for her because she does amazing work and she deserves to retire early because she does amazing work. I wish she would have stayed with him, but I understand. His new one, she is fantastic with him. He has not thrown a single tantrum with her. His last one, he did throw a few tantrums, but that was only because there are times when Logan doesn't get his way. And when he doesn't get his way, he tends to get a little angry, which I'm sure most children do. My youngest does when he doesn't get his way, and he thinks he can kind of pull one over on us of, oh, if I throw a huge fit, you'll let me get away with it, and it doesn't work. Same with Logan. Logan thinks the same way. He tried testing the last one, and he got the same reaction, basically, that he does with me when he throws a tantrum. As the therapist worked with him, He learned right away, okay, she's not going to let me get away with it. She's just like mom. So that ended real quickly. His new aide is the exact same way. He tried the first time to throw a little fit with her, and she didn't budge. So he went right back to doing the work she had asked, which was, I told her, which is awesome. I said, that means he knows exactly that you're not gonna, yeah, you're not gonna falter to him. I said, he knows right away who he can get away with stuff and who he can't. So I see he picks up on that rather quickly. So, but Logan is a very unique child, as well as many autistic kids I have seen and the parents I've talked with. And some of the ones I've spoken to, they say it is it's hard not to go to that, because a lot of the parents, they say that is their go-to thing to explain when your child has outbursts or things like that. They feel they need to explain the diagnosis they've been given for the behavior. And I mean, you can. I personally don't think it's a good idea, because then when they get older, to get out of things, like I know Logan would, and if we would give him that choice to use his diagnosis as a crutch, I have a feeling he'd be just like his mom to try and get out of things, as well as his dad. We would both try to get out of things if there was an excuse, but that would give him even more of an excuse. So, like I said, we don't see Logan as his diagnosis. And you really shouldn't with an autistic kid, because they, like I said, they are more than that. Logan is very creative. My son loves art. I mean, the amazing things he makes in art is awesome. My husband says he gets that from me because I'm very creative and artistic. I don't see it, but I do see it in Logan. And I do see how much he loves to explore and, just check out the world around him. And unfortunately, the world is not catered to him or tailored to his needs. So it's my job as a parent to kind of help him with that. And like I said, my first job is to basically, I'm not trying to hide his diagnosis, because I don't want people to think I'm hiding it, or that, we're ashamed of his diagnosis, because we are not. I am not ashamed, and Logan should not be ashamed of his diagnosis. I just don't feel he should have a label. My son was not born with a label. He was born with a name, and his name is Logan. And that is it. My Logan is an amazing child. He is a fantastic kid to be around. He has taught me so much that I didn't think there was more in this world to learn. Like, I thought, like, after school and, me and my husband got married, that was, it. Having kids, I knew I'd learn stuff, but Logan has taught me a lot more than I thought I would ever learn. And it's amazing to see the world through his eyes. And I feel very privileged to be able to see sometimes the world through his eyes. Because there's times when, especially when we get real busy around here, like if I'm cleaning or something, and especially like if I have music on, Logan loves music. He loves to dance. There will be times when I feel I have to get, the house clean and that, and he'll want to dance. And it's like, buddy, I know, I'm sorry. I said, but I got to do these dishes and stuff like that. He will actually pull me away from doing something that I think is important to dance with him. Or, just to be silly. And in this world, we don't get to do that as adults. We don't really get to be silly, really. We have to kind of be serious as parents. We have to be tough. We have to do all the stuff because, we're parents. And there's a time and a place for that. But for Logan, he just sees the world as like this, I don't want to say party because that's not really the right word. He just sees it as just every new experience is just awesome. Like, him dancing. He just, I mean, he'll spin in the kitchen for hours. If I leave the music on, he will dance until he's tired. um, he's just, everything he does, he takes it to that next level. It's not just dancing. It is him hearing the music and him just, I don't know how he, I don't even know how to explain it. Other than he makes it like, I just listen to music because it's calming and relaxing. And some of the music I have, Logan does do it for that purpose. But there are some days where he just is in the mood that he just wants to just like throw down and just dance. And he does. And it is just fascinating to watch your child explore the simplest thing like music. Or to watch a movie. A simple movie that he watches. I've learned things, and I've seen a ton of kids' movies as a parent. A lot of kids' movies. From my own childhood and now the boys' childhood. I've seen a lot of movies. And I have never experienced movies the way I do when I watch them with my kids. Especially with Logan. There are certain movies he can't watch because they're upsetting, but the ones he can, I understand why he likes them. And I understand what he's taking away from them. Why he doesn't like the bad parts in movies. And I'm starting to understand some of the reasons why that's a good thing. He doesn't like the bad parts in it. Because he's using that to use that in his daily life to explore how he interacts with people. I have had people tell me when it's a good day with Logan that my child is so loving, so kind, so polite. It is very, it makes me very proud as a parent to hear that. Because my children are very polite when they want to be. And I'm sure that's with any kid. But my children, I think, are a little bit more. When we go certain places, especially my youngest always says please and thank you. Always. He opens the door for people if we go places. And he always says hi and bye. Like, especially if we go into Walmart and we see the greeters, he always greets them. He greets random people. He's just my kids are just so happy, and Logan's the same way. He's just a very happy child. And it is awesome. And I hope that the parents that watch this see your child for the little things that they have. Like just how happy they are. In this amazingly crazy world that we live in, you don't see a whole lot of happiness, but with our kids, seeing them on a good day, when they're happy, and I mean, for me, that's everything. That makes me happy as a parent to see my child happy and not upset. And it makes my heart just like want to just burst. And I'm just like the happiest mom ever. That makes my whole day that much better. Thank you as always for watching my video. Please like, share, and subscribe my video. If you know any other parents out there who their child is autistic and would like more information or you think would benefit from my videos, like I said, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you have any questions about anything I haven't touched on yet, I will have more videos coming. But if I haven't touched on something that you'd like to know about, or a certain scenario that we've had to deal with Logan and how we handle it, please leave a comment down below and I'll try to address it in a future video. Thanks for watching.